Do you want to know the truth behind the curse of the weeping woman, La Llorona? Welcome to Friday Night Ghost Stories from Haunted Road Media. I'm author and ghost historian Mike Ricksecker. Explore with us. Known as the Weeping Woman in Mexican folklore, La Llorona is the spirit of a woman who drowned her children and is now crying looking for them along the river. How did this strange spirit come to be, and why does she terrorize those who cross her path? In a small village long ago, there was a beautiful young woman named Maria. While her family was poor and struggled to survive, Maria was rich in beauty. One day, a wealthy nobleman came riding through town and stopped immediately in his tracks when he saw Maria. Mesmerized by her beauty, the nobleman introduced himself, and Maria became equally mesmerized by his charm. Courtship was brief. When he proposed marriage, Maria immediately accepted, and her family was extremely happy that she would be marrying into wealth. The nobleman's father, however, was extremely disappointed in his son for marrying a peasant girl, no matter how beautiful. To stay away from his father's scorn, the nobleman built a house in the village where he and Maria began a family. They had 2 sons together, and for a time, they were very happy. However, the nobleman's business kept taking him away from home, and he had to travel often for long periods of time. Time spent with his family became less and less, and when he did have time at home, he began only spending it with his sons. Maria felt like he was falling out of love with her, and her fear was affirmed one day when the nobleman returned with a younger woman and told his sons farewell, completely ignoring Maria. In a crazed rage, Maria grabbed her sons, ran off to the river with them, and drowned them in the water. The river washed their bodies away downstream, and when Maria's rage subsided and she realized what she had done, she began frantically searching for their bodies. She was discovered days later on the banks of the river, while the bodies of the boys were never found. Standing before the gates of heaven, she was asked about her children, what had happened, and where they were. When she couldn't provide a straight answer, she was told she was not allowed to enter the afterlife until she found her 2 boys. Caught somewhere between living and dead, no longer a part of this world while not allowed to pass on to the next, Maria's soul has been searching riverbanks and lakes for her sons ever since. In tears, crying for her children as she looks for them, she has been named La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. La Llorona is said to kidnap wandering children at night, drown them, then beg heaven for forgiveness as if these children could replace her sons. When she doesn't receive that forgiveness, she returns to Earth again and proceeds to do the same, searching for her children and kidnapping others when she can't find them. Those who have seen her say she haunts rivers and lakes in the late evening and throughout the night, wearing a white or black gown with a veil. Her cries for her children as she roams the waters are supposed to bring bad luck and misfortune to those who hear her. There are some who say when you hear her wails nearby, she's actually far away, and when you hear her far away, she's actually very nearby. No one knows how the story originally came to be, but it's likely that there had been tragedy of a woman from a small village drowning her children that began permeating across the countryside. Some folklorists believe the story may have been embellished by parents in Latin America, warning their children not to stay out late at night, or La Llorona would get them. These types of stories date all the way back to ancient Greece, such as the tale of the demonic demigoddess Lamia's affair she had with Zeus. In her anger over the affair, Zeus's wife Hera murdered all the children Lamia and Zeus had had between each other, thus sparking a desire for revenge in Lamia. Lamia's contemptuous retaliation was to kidnap the children of other women and murder them. La Llorona may even have Aztec roots in the story of fertility and motherhood goddess Chiaquaral, who abandoned her son Mixcoatl at a crossroads. It's said you can find her weeping there. La Llorona doesn't just haunt Mexico. Her story and reports of her sightings span Central America, South America, and even the United States. In Texas, she's been spotted in a white gown, glowing a bluish white while floating on the Guadalupe River. On more than one occasion in the Santa Fe area, she is said to have appeared to boys after arguing with their mothers. Unfortunately, we do see the sad tale of La Llorona play out in real-life true crimes of mothers who really do murder their own children. It's very tragic indeed. We also continue to see this story play out in pop culture. Sometimes we'll see elements from this story work its way into films like Shutter Island, while at other times we'll see an entire film dedicated to La Llorona, like The Curse of La Llorona, that's being produced now and is coming out here very soon by James Wan. And if you want to hear about other ghost stories and legends from across the world, check out our other videos off to the side. I'm Mike Ricksecker. Till next Friday night.